Hey YouTube, Mark with Ultimate RC. Some more flights on the Eflite Viper. We're gonna see if we can do some decent landings here with this. Had it out last night and had the wrong size card in my video camera because I wound up deleting footage of this from other stuff I flew that night, so that was a bummer because I actually had two really good landings with it. But let's see what we can do. We're going to wait for the obstacles on the runway to clear using the IX14 transmitter, Smart Pack 50C. Alright, here we go.
Timer start. Time remaining 3 minutes. Gear down. Gear up.
All right. Well, last night there was little wind. Tonight there seems to be no wind. Been told it's been variable. Although it's so light, I don't know that's going to matter at this point. But the main goal here tonight is going to be more practice on the landings.
Gear down. Takeoff flaps.
In takeoff flaps already.
Takeoff flaps.
That's why I like the IX14.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
I tried
Landing
given the lack of wind. Nose down, chop throttle.
Timer start. Takeoff flaps. Flaps up. Gear up.
I don't remember if I have footage of it, but last night I did a pretty big bunny hop and I was able to punch out of it, but then it stalled on takeoff and I nearly hit the school and how I got out of it, and I was in safe no less. I'm going to try to put some footage that I do have from last night probably on the end of this, so stay tuned for that. But
Flaps, takeoff flaps.
we'll try coming in here with just takeoff flaps. No throttle, nose down.
Timer start. Gear up.
Came in kind of hot. The lack of wind may hurt me tonight.
Gear down. Flaps up. Takeoff. Takeoff flaps.
Coming in. Drop throttle.
Landing flaps.
Going with landing. Nose down. Should be able to use the whole runway this time. Ha! All right. Well, that's one way to do it.
Throttle cut off.
Thank God for the modified gear. The other ones would have bent. As it is, I think we're going to have to tighten these, so we'll pause. We're going to fix that. Well, I got one more battery to fly yet. Alright YouTube, another flight here. I opted for a 6S RC Batteries 40C pack. This is going to be a little bit heavier than the 50C Smart Pack. Hopefully I don't live to regret that decision. It's the pack I was actually going to fly last night. Never got around to it because I didn't have the right connector along.
Timer start.
Um,
Land takeoff flaps.
but
Timer
there's
start.
XT90s on those RC battery packs for the most part. You can order them now with the IC5s, but it's limited stock for stuff like that. Alright, so see what we got here.
Timer start.
Takeoff flaps in.
Gear up. Take flaps up.
See if I can quickly go over to my
Timer start. Timer start. Timer start.
Alright, I was able to reset it. Probably shouldn't have fooled with that because at the end of the
Battery
day,
not charged for flying.
I fly with the battery pack. We're near sunset here at this point. We'll see how well
Time
this
remaining 3 minutes.
shows up.
Gear down. Flaps up. Take off flaps. Landing flaps.
Alright, power chopped. I'm going to bring it in a little bit because I got a shallower angle of descent.
Timer start.
Pretty good.
Take off flaps. Take off flaps. Gear up.
Coming around.
ESC 21.5 volts. ESC 21.4 volts.
See if we can do as well again.
Take off flaps. Take off flaps. Landing flaps. Gear up. Gear down. Timer start. Time remaining 2 minutes. Gear up.
Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy.
ESC 21 volts.
Okay, we're going to bring it in.
Gear down. Take off flaps. Take off landing flaps.
A little throttle to get there.
Full reverse thrust. Controllable reverse thrust.
I added that. I saved a disaster right there. Let's go check it out. Kind of what happened with my A10. You get to this time of night and it really wants to sink. Oh.
Throttle cut off.
Yeah, forward gear bent a little bit. I should be able to bend that back. That would have been a lot worse without the modified landing gear. And of course my camera is screaming at me because I'm almost out of juice. So we're going to wrap it up here. And hopefully I'll get some more flights in on it and some more footage. But thanks again for watching YouTube. Mark with Ultimate RC. Like and subscribe. Alright YouTube, second set of batteries here. Another smart pack.
Forward thrust. Timer start.
battery meter on.
Flaps. Timer start. Timer start. Timer start.
You probably noticed I've got rubber band on there. I've already had this canopy come off on me. Had that problem with V1. I thought that was more about me not placing the battery in the right spot, but apparently not. All right,
High rate.
let's fly.
Timer start. Gear up. Take off flaps. Flaps up. ESC 21.5 volts. Time remaining 3 minutes. Normal mode. Safe mode. Gear down. Flaps. Take off flaps.
All right, here we go.
Take off landing flaps.
Jet power.
Timer start.
Whew. That was dramatic.
Take off flaps. Flaps up. ESC 21.2 volts. Time remaining.
That wasn't safe. That,
you got going up,
yeah,
that was crazy.
yeah. That was like wing stalls and everything else going on, and somehow we're still moving.
Take off flaps. Landing flaps.
You know what I found out? Sometimes it bounces like a bunny hop because it's got too much lift.
Right.
Like if you get rid of the flaps, as soon as you touch down, it might stop that
Bouncing.
bounce. So that's what I've been playing with. Touch down, or before you touch down, right
Timer
before,
start.
Hit that flap. Yeah.
make it just slide instead of bounce.
I mean, I'm using full landing flaps, which is not a lot. I readjusted it to a much lower throw. But I was using full because there's no wind. But
Yeah.
maybe I could get by with even just trying takeoff flaps for landing.
Just take off flaps. Yeah, I was just. Sometimes it happens to me too, and it's just crazy because you cannot control that hop.
Timer start.
Take off or let it stop.
Take off flaps.
Right.
Timer
The
start.
thrust reverse, I've deadened it a couple times doing that. But
Timer start.
like I probably could have gotten away with it there and hit the thrust reverse, but then it would have really killed my battery.
Yeah, I bet that thing that goes 100% like.
Oh, right.
Do you have a way
Timer
to
start.
adjust it to 50%?
You could probably make that adjustment because it's a programmability on the.
Because 100% for the battery, you're already done with the battery.
True. Well, there's controllable reverse thrust, but then you've got to like manipulate the throttle
Like,
when you.
hit the switch and
Yeah.
manipulate the throttle instead of just.
Right, exactly. Just hitting a switch, and it just that's a lot to do on landing.
Yeah, it's
Gear up.
yeah, play with that. Try to do like a fast, like a
ESC
like a, just a
21.2
touch and go without the flaps, and then another one with the flaps, and you'll see how. I don't know. I
Gear
was
down.
flying without wind the other day, and I started like playing with without the flap. As soon as I land,
Yeah.
get rid of the flaps, and the plane doesn't have that. Mine that day wasn't.
It doesn't want to. It loses its lift, so then it's
Yeah.
not gonna.
Yeah, because it just wants to stay down.
Timer start. Gear up.
Well, that was pretty good. But it's like you need to sit there and keep it like flared above the runway for as long as you can.
Well, you have to go
9
approach
volts.
and keep it
Gear
like
down.
like a real landing. Like keep it under control.
Yeah.
Not too fast, not too low.
Well, the thing is like if you lose your sinking before you hit if it sinks before you hit the runway,
That's where you
Oh.
have to be
on the
like,
throttle,
just
right?
A little more than you need, but not too much. Yeah, because if you sink, I saw that. The
Yeah.
A10 sunk right there.
Oh, the A10 one, did you see that video?
Yeah.
There it is.
Timer start.
Yeah,
Gear
I
up.
saw the A10.
Oh, that sucked. And I should have known that too because it, like,
24.3
the
volts.
landing before, she sunk pretty quickly, but I got it. But it's like I had amnesia, didn't even remember that it happened, and then it just dropped like a son of a gun.
I know, yeah.
And I couldn't, like,
In jet, you don't have enough.
yeah,
like,
I had to be Johnny on it right away, and I wasn't. So now the gear's all destroyed on that plane again.
Got ripped on it.
And now it's like, I'm really starting to think I may get a new one and just like, I don't know, use that one for parts. Ah.
Gear up.
Oh, that's the problem with my reverse thrust is that this is reverse thrust.
Oh yeah, you should.
Ah.
Way.
All right. 20%. That's probably going to be it for the flight. Let's see what we did for damage. It's not the first time I've done that. That was my buddy Helder I was talking to. He's got one of these too. And as good a pilot as he is, he struggles with this plane. So let's see what we got here.
Throttle cut off.
Throttle cut. Throttle cut should be on. I'm going to have to check my alerts on that. Oh,
Take off flaps.
bent the gear. There. Bend it back.
Throttle cut. Timer stop. Timer start.
All right, well,
Timer start. Normal mode. Timer start.
fly another day. I have 2 more batteries, but I realized I did not grab their RC batteries, and I need a XT90 to EC5 adapter,
Timer start.
and of course I left them all at home. So, probably the last flight on this, but again, YouTube, thanks for watching. Mark with Ultimate RC. Like and subscribe.